I see you wearing that wine-colored jacket, Master Troll Cam Jordan. Take a look at the NFC playoff picture after the Saints win. They'll clinch a first-round bye with a win next week or a Bears or Rams loss. They've got two at home, a big one against the Steelers in Week 16. Now, every Tuesday, we like to share what we learned to put a bow on Week 15, and Week 15 taught us plenty.
Yeah, Week 15 was lit, Kay, as the kids say.
Like
Mitchell Trubisky's sweater.
Test time, Nate. Let's go.
It is test time. Let's get this thing going. All right, so they say all good things come to an end. What I learned is that the same can be said for losing streaks as well. I'm going to go through those losing streaks that were snapped in the only way that I can. So let's see if you can keep up, all right? So Phillip Rivers and the Chargers, they beat the Chiefs for the first time since Week 17, 2013. Now, Pat Mahomes, he's been the anchor of his team, but Phillip Rivers, he's been anchor man too.
Okay.
All right, they got the win, and they are catching fire at the same time. It looks like no more Hunger Games in L.A.
I see you.
Those were all in 2013. See what I'm doing there? All right, now, we also saw the first win of 49ers over the Seahawks since 2013 as well. All right, you remember that year, right? Russell Wilson, he came in like a wrecking ball, going to back-to-back Super Bowls. And speaking of that, no more talk about giving Marshawn the ball to win the game. You guys are all frozen in time. Let it go. Let it go. All right, now.
The throw never bothered him anyway,
It
right?
never bothered him anyway. All right, so it's been since 2011 since the Steelers beat New England. And that rivalry is real. Have you ever been to one of those games? Those fans are incredibly loud and incredibly close. The Pats roster, they are all descendants of Moneyball. So I knew that this was going to happen in time. All right, now let's move on. The last time the Bears beat the Packers in Soldier Field was Week 3, 2010. The town of Green Bay has seen Rodgers dominate since the inception of his career. Now, I didn't know who to root for. I was stuck between a rock and a hard place like 127 hours.
Oh, my man.
Yeah, all right. Now, finally,
with a pocket.
The last time the Browns beat the Broncos, it was Week 5, 1990. I watched the Fresh Prince of Cleveland, Baker Mayfield, do his thing live and live in color, cutting up that Denver D like Edward Scissorhands. Now listen, players for the Browns, they used to be like that old lady in the life call commercial. I've fallen and I can't get up.
Nate.
But now they have that it factor. Because that team, they got game, boy. Hey, which was 89, 95, and 1990. Well,
89, 95?
Here's the thing.
That's like $1,000.
Yeah, exactly. Bill Cowher, who I work with on Sundays, said all of these cycles will eventually come to an end. Win streaks, they're good for the team that's winning, but they're always losing streaks for the other squad. So congrats to the team that snapped all of those losing streaks. Well done.
Well done by you, all those references.
You know I love the 90s. So
what was your favorite one, guys?
You put that whole thing together like Tetris. You know?
Hey!
Well done. It was really well done.
Thank you.
You guys can tweet us at #GMFB for what we learned. You guys know I love a blind resume.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's put up Luke Kuechly's numbers. You remember his rookie season, the year he won Defensive Rookie of the Year? It was a standout season, was it not, Trakes?
It was amazing. It was one of the great breakthrough years for a linebacker we've ever seen.
All those tackles a game. Who could possibly have more here going into Week 16? More tackles per game than the guy, Luke Kuechly, who represents so much at that position. It's Darius Leonard.
That's Darius Leonard. His numbers are way better.
Colts rookie linebacker. He had 11 tackles this week. And after that display, what I learned in Week 15 is that Darius Leonard is your Defensive Rookie of the Year. He leads the NFL in tackles, guys. Not his team, not just rookies, the National Football League. And that's what's missing a game earlier this year. He's averaging more tackles a game than any rookie linebacker since 1981. That is when they started counting tackles as a statistic. The thing about Darius Leonard to me is that I keep hearing he's so good, he's the dude, he's so destructive. But is anybody actually watching the stuff that we're seeing right now? He's so versatile, he's a game wrecker, and I feel like because he plays for the Colts, we don't always show their highlights as much. We're not seeing the nitty-gritty of how good he is. I mean, he's anchoring a Colts defense that's led the NFL since Week 7 in points allowed, just 15 a game, and they've gone 7-1, by the way, over that stretch. Now, during the shutout of the Cowboys, we all love this. He went up against the guy who's getting more shine and more highlights, and we know what he does on the field because we see it because it's America's team. He went up against Leighton Vander Esch and the Cowboys. Not only did the Colts get a huge win, but Leonard racked up more tackles than Leighton, who only had, I think, like 2. He broke up 2 passes, including 1 to ice the game in the 4th quarter, and he Van Der Esch'd. He jacked Van Der Esch's signature celebration after this. Check it out. How?
The wolf owl.
Right.
Oh.
If you don't know, now you know. Number 53, I was on Colts.com yesterday checking out some mic'd up sound. I'd never seen him. He is a character. He's becoming a superstar right before our eyes. But let me tell you some other things that I learned about him, right? He grew up in a town of 800 people in South Carolina. He was a standout from the jump. And his dream was to go to Clemson. He attended camps there, but a scholarship never happened. So he ended up at South Carolina State, not exactly a powerhouse, right? His nickname in high school was Mr. High Flyer. Luckily, it has been replaced by, in my opinion, one of the badass nicknames in the NFL, the Maniac. That's what it's called. And if you watch him and you listen to him and you see him, he's a maniac, and it comes with a signature dance you guys are seeing. When he makes a big play and he's feeling himself, you're looking at the Maniac.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yes. See ya, Soulja Boy. See ya, Von Miller dancing, all of that. This is it. You guys want to give it a try?
Yeah, I'll do the Maniac.
Come with me. Let's all do the Maniac right now.
So is he a Q? Because if he's a Q, you know, I can't disrespect.
I was gonna say, if he's an Omega, we probably
can't disrespect my fraternity
I'll do
brothers.
the Maniac.
Is that what it is?
I figured it was off-the-shoulder sweatshirt and leg warmers.
He makes a big play, and it's like a, here it is.
It's a Q dog. It doesn't look like
Let me see it.
Q. Yeah.
But you know,
Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay?
Maybe best you go first.
I don't know. If I'm wrong, then I'm sorry. I just enjoy the
No,
Do I see a brand over
Do you see the
there?
brand?
I don't see a brand. He's definitely branding, but I don't know.
Is it?
I don't know.
Maybe we should do it.
It's okay.
We love.
I'm not going to do it.
I like when he did the Van Der Esch.
Just to be safe.
You're a maniac, and we love you, and I think you should be Defensive Player of the Year, and that is what matters.
Maniac
Can't turn the hands. I can't turn the hands.
Achilles.
I know, I got it.
His brother went to Clemson. He doesn't even get a scholarship offer.
Yeah, he didn't get any offer.
Crazy
But
story.
They can't bring him in?
Can't bring him. Dabo said no. We're full.
Dabo's got a good
I
thing
feel
going
like it was Derwin James. Then we were saying Dante Jackson had a hot moment, and obviously Van Der Esch getting a lot of love because of where he plays. But his performance in and out has been absolutely stunning.
Nate's looking for tattoos.
I'm like, well, let me see.
Deep dive. I don't see it.
I have no idea. But I do
either.
know Dalvin Cook had his best performance.